Hi, yogis. I'm Angela, and I am here in beautiful Bend, Oregon. Summer's finally arrived. It was a really long winter here in Bend. So we really appreciate the fact that the weather's turned beautiful. We can get outside. This here is my friendly sidekick, Moose. And you might see Charlie roaming around back there. But I'm just going to ask Moose to move off my mat, please. Thank you, honey. And this video is called the Happy Hippie. So grab a mat and join me inside or outside. Come on to all fours. Begin with 4 cat-cows. Just inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Then come into a figure 8, exactly like it sounds. Hips go right, shoulders go left, and you move your hips back. I can see the dogs are racing about. They're loving summer too. So a figure 8. Getting the whole spine involved. Oh, they're so fun. After this one, pause and reverse direction. Two more. Come to neutral, interlace your hands, elbows down nice and wide. Lift your right heel up towards the ceiling, knee is bent, and just start little circles. Nice passive way to get our hips moving. Couple more. Last 2. Reverse your direction. Last 2. Big open circles. And place the knee down. Other side. Last 2. And reverse it. Last 2. And come back to neutral. Come back onto your hands. Inhale, sweep your right arm up and open. And exhale, slide it under the left. Bring the side of the forehead down, left arm long. And step your left foot all the way out to the left, planting the foot all the way down in line with the hand, if you can. And breathe. One more breath. And then slowly step in and come to the other side. Left arm lifts, slide it under, drive it all the way through, and the right foot comes out level with the hand. And just breathe. One more breath. And then find your way back up to neutral. Plant your hands, bring your knees wider, almost as wide as your mat, and tuck your toes under for a nice wide downward facing dog. Push the mat away, anchor your heels to the mat. Just bend the right knee and the left knee. Couple of times. And then start wagging the tail with it. Dropping the hip. Two more. And drive both heels towards the ground. Walk your hands back until the heels touch. Shake your head, yes. And shake it, no. Shake it, yes. And no. And continue walking your hands back. The toes kind of go out a little bit and come into a squat. Just settle in between your thighs. Interlace the hands or palms and just push the thighs open. Drop your tailbone down and breathe. One more breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Walk the hands back out and adjust your feet back for downward facing dog. Slide the right leg up behind you, stack the hips open, and just little ankle rolls here. And then square your hips, bring the leg up behind you, and step it to the outside of your right hand. Walk your hands about 10 inches forward and just drop in. You can wiggle the foot further forward, more out to the side. Whatever feels good. Maybe wiggle right and left. One more breath. And walk your hands back. Step back to three-legged dog with the bent knee. So lift the right leg up, stack it open again. Hold, lift, push the mat away. And then slowly lower it down. Other side. Stack the hips open, push the mat away, and really drive the hips up higher. Ankle rolls. And then square the hips, left leg up. Step at the outside of the left hand. Walk the hands about 10 inches forward. Drop in. The version of lizard pose. Roll right and left. Adjust how you need to. One more breath. Walk the hands back. Three-legged bent knee dog all the way up and back. And then lower the legs down. Bend the knees, drive the hips back and higher, and then lower the heels down. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Drop to the knees and just come down to Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, release. Bring your hands to Sphinx. Drive your right knee up to your right side level with your hips and just walk the foot out to the side. The foot is flat. This is half frog pose. Make sure you're not crunching your back. Adjust your arms as needed. Breathe. One more breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slide the right leg down and drive the left knee up. Walk the shin out, foot is flat. Breathe. One more breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your left leg back. Come up to all fours. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale. As you exhale, step your left foot to the outside of the left hand, and then the right foot to the outside of the right hand, and just come into another squat. Drive down to your feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sweep the arms down, step the feet together. I'm going to find a spot I can balance on here. Going to inhale, bring the right knee up. And place the right hand on top of the right knee. Left arm goes out for a counterweight. And just bring it over to the side. One more breath. And then bring the foot to the inner thigh. Come into tree pose. Interlace the hands, thumb and pointer finger extend out. Big breath in. And as you exhale, release, step back all the way to the back of the mat. Open the legs, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Drop the head down, shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. One more time, yes. And no. Walk the hands over to the right. Lift the left toes. And then just bring the palms up in front of the heart. Balancing. Don't drop completely into your hip. Activate the quads so it holds you here. Inhale. Exhale. Drive the hands back to the ground. Drop the head. Other side. Lifting the right toes. Balance here. Don't drop completely into your hip. Back off a little bit so that all the muscles of the legs are holding you here. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, turn the heels in, toes out, and come into goddess. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. 6, 5, draw the shoulder blades down the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, step the feet together. And the other side, I'm going to turn to this side on the mat. Lift the left knee up. Woo. This is my harder side, so I might go over on you. I'm not sure. Left hand on left knee, right arm out for a counterweight. Open up to the side. Opening the hip passively. And then adjusting, bringing the foot in for tree pose and bring the palms together. Point your finger long, thumbs wrapped around each other. And breathe. Tree pose. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Step it open for spread leg fold. And draw the hands down through the chest again. Float here halfway down. And then release your hands. Shake your head, yes. Shake it, no. Shake it, yes. And shake it, no. We'll start on our left this time. Walk yourself over to your left foot, right toes lift. Bring the palms together in front of the heart, or you can fly. Don't drop completely into your hip. You want to activate the leg muscles. Bring the palms together. Exhale down and come to the other side. Hands in prayer or open fly. One more breath. Maybe a little bit lower. And bring the hands back to center. Turn heels in, toes out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, goddess. Right leg, heel lifts, right arm up and left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Step the feet together. Walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Bring the right knee up. And just place the right ankle on top of the left knee. Come into standing pigeon. Inhale, sweep the knee up. Exhale, fold. Bring the right leg up behind you. And then step the right leg all the way back. Runner's lunge. Plant the hands. Downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg up behind you. Stack the hips open. Inhale, right leg up directly behind you. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Wiggle the foot over to the left and bring the right knee down. Pigeon. Step nice and tall. And then walk your elbows down. Breathe. All the way down if you can get there. Maybe roll a little right and left to assist your hip opening. Last breath here. Slowly place your hands on the mat. Tuck the toes. Three-legged bent knee dog. Lift it up and back. And then lower it down. Bending the knee, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, right foot to the outside of the right hand, and come on down again. Nice squat. One more opportunity to open the hips. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Roll the feet towards each other and rise up. And lower the palms down. Other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Left knee comes up. Left ankle on right knee. Standing pigeon. You can stay like this. You can fly. You can put one hand on the knee, one hand on the foot, and help it open a little bit more. Your choice. Yogi's choice. Stay here. Whoops. Inhale, drive the knee up. Exhale, fold. Lift the left leg up behind you. Inhale, step back, low runner's lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Sweep the left leg up and back, bent knee. Stacking the hips. Bring the left leg behind you and exhale, step it between the hands. Walk the foot over to the right. Lower the left knee down. And just settle in, lengthen a little bit by walking the straight leg a little further down. Make sure the bent knee is to the outside of your elbow. Slowly walk your chest. Breathe. Maybe roll a little left and right. Last breath. Walk your hands back. Plant your hands, three-legged bent knee dog. Tuck the back toes. Sweep the left leg up and back. Step the hips open. And then slowly lower it down. Step your feet wider. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Drop the heels till they touch. Turn the toes out a little bit. And just walk into your squat. Driving the knees open. And release. Come to seated. Bringing your feet together. Knees apart in Supta Baddha Konasana. Sit up nice and tall. If you can, walk yourself in towards your heels. I'm on a little bit of a hill. I'm not so sure I'm gonna be able to walk forwards. We'll see. We'll see. Whoops, there's the heel. Maybe I'll go forward. There's the hill. There we go. Okay. Then gently release your feet, roll onto your back. Place the right ankle on top of the left knee and just bring the legs in for figure 4 or supine pigeon. Little ankle rolls. Use your right elbow to drive the right thigh out to the side. And then release your arms, bring them out wide from the shoulders and just drop your right foot over to your left. Look to your right. Looking up this beautiful aspen tree that's glistening in the sun. It's a glorious day here in Bend. Much deserved. Bring the knees back up to center and just switch sides. Little ankle rolls. So we focused on the hips. Everything we did, every pose was to open your hips. And then release. Drive this foot over to the right, look to your left. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Slowly bring the legs back to center. Open up for your first and only happy baby. This video. And then if you can, hook your big toes with your peace fingers and just extend the legs out straight. I like to wiggle right and left in this position because it moves L5 and S1. It gets everything sliding well back down there. Exhale, bring the legs together, bend the knees, bring them into your chest, hug it out. Release the legs to tabletop, arms overhead. Exhale, roll up to boat pose. I'm in a little divot there. That took a minute to get up. And hold. And just because we're here, why not drop the feet down, bring the fingertips behind the ears, roll back a little further, and just do right elbow to left knee. And exhale, left elbow to right knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, crunch forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And drive yourself forward, knees apart, and just come down between them. Release. Thank you so much for joining me today for this hip opener, the Happy Hippy. Sorry, they saw a squirrel and it was all over. Here comes Charlie. He says, what did I miss? Where's the squirrel? Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. I'm Angela with Wild Raven Yoga. Namaste.